それを作る知識って全部入るので、個人で全部生産することができたわけなんですけども、だんだんこの一人の頭の中にこの知識がもう入らない、それに対してどうやって社会は対応したかっていうと、企業っていうのを作るわけですよね。でこの一つの企業の中にたくさんの人たちが一生懸命情報を共有しながらプロダクト商品を生み出していくと。80年代の、いろんな例あると思うんですけど、日本で考えるとソニーのウォークマンだとか、任天堂ファミコンなんかは一つの会社の中で比較的に秘密の中で一生懸命開発して、それをポンと世の中に出してヒットになる。ただだんだんネットワーク社会になってくると何が起きてきたかっていうと、まず商品がだんだん複雑になってくるわけですよね。この複雑になってくると、その一社の抱え込める複雑性をもう超えてしまって、複数の会社が一緒にやっていくっていうのが今の多分ネットワーク社会の現実なんですけれども、今度先を考えると多分それでは足りなくなってきて、どんどん情報をもう個人間で共有して、我々はコモンズと呼んでるんですけども、オープンソースとかそういうフリーのソフトウェアだとか情報が世界中に飛び回る。でこういう我々のこの MIT みたいなこの大きな大学とか学会同士で情報を共有してるだけではなくて、世界全体の情報が一つのシェアされたプールになっていくっていうのが多分企業を超えたネットワーク社会だと思います。
And in the future, as we go forward, we will, of course, experience terrible things. There will be wars, there will be depressions, there will be natural disasters. Awful things will happen in this century, I'm absolutely sure. But I'm also sure that because of the connections people are making and the ability of ideas to meet and to mate as never before, I'm also sure that technology will advance and therefore living standards will advance. And that's evidence that people have started exchanging between groups, and that will have led to specialization. How do you know that long-distance movement means trade rather than migration? Well, you look at modern hunter-gatherers like Aboriginals who quarried stone axes at a place called Mount Isa, which was a quarry owned by the Kalkadoon tribe. They traded them with their neighbours for things like stingray barbs, and the consequence was that stone axes ended up over a large part of Australia. So long-distance movements of tools is a sign of trade, not migration. What happens when you cut people off from exchange, from the ability to exchange and specialize? And the answer is that not only do you slow down technological progress, you can actually throw it into reverse. An example is Tasmania. When the sea level rose and Tasmania became an island 10,000 years ago, the people on it not only experienced slower progress than people on the mainland, they actually experienced regress. They gave up the ability to make stone tools and fishing equipment and clothing because the population of about 4,000 people was simply not large enough to maintain the specialized skills necessary to keep the technology they had. It's as if the people in this room were plonked on a desert island. How many of the things in our pockets could we continue to make after 10,000 years? It didn't happen in Tierra del Fuego. Similar island, similar people. The reason, because Tierra del Fuego is separated from South America by a much narrower strait, and there was trading contact across that strait throughout 10,000 years. The Tasmanians were isolated. Go back to this image again and ask yourself not only who made it and for who, but who knew how to make it. In the case of the stone axe, the man who made it knew how to make it. But who knows how to make a computer mouse? Nobody. Literally nobody. There is nobody on the planet who knows how to make a computer mouse. I mean this quite seriously. The president of the computer mouse company doesn't know. He just knows how to run a company. The person on the assembly line doesn't know because he doesn't know how to drill an oil well to get oil out to make plastic, and so on. We all know little bits, but none of us knows the whole. I am, of course, quoting from a famous essay by Leonard Read, the economist in the 1950s, called I, Pencil, in which he wrote about how a pencil came to be made and how nobody knows even how to make a pencil because the people who assemble it don't know how to mine graphite and they don't know how to fell trees and that kind of thing. And what we've done in human society through exchange and specialization is we've created the ability to do things that we don't even understand. It's not the same with language. With language, we have to transfer ideas that we understand with each other. But with with technology, we can actually do things that are beyond our capabilities. We've gone beyond the capacity of the human mind to an extraordinary degree. And by the way, that's one of the reasons that I'm not interested in the debate about IQ, about whether some groups have higher IQ than other groups. It's completely irrelevant. What's relevant to a society is how well people are communicating their ideas and how well they're cooperating, not how clever the individuals are. So we've created something called the collective brain. We're just the nodes in the network. We're the neurons in this brain. It's the interchange of ideas, the meeting and mating of ideas between them, that is causing technological progress, incrementally, bit by bit, however bad things happen. And in the future, as we go forward, we will, of course, experience terrible things. There will be wars, there will be depressions, there will be natural disasters. Awful things will happen in this century, I'm absolutely sure. But I'm also sure that because of the connections people are making and the ability of ideas to meet and to mate as never before, I'm also sure that technology will advance and therefore living standards will advance. Because through the cloud, through crowdsourcing, through the bottom-up world that we've created, where not just the elites, but everybody is able to have their ideas and make them meet and mate, we are surely accelerating the rate of innovation. Thank you.